I found all the answers in you.
Come lay down. What's wrong? Is it your nose? Is it your stomach? Does your belly hurt? Does your nose hurt? Does your throat hurt? Does your ears? What's wrong? Do you want to go back to bed? Do you want something to drink? If you can't blow your nose, I'm gonna have to get the sucker and I'm gonna have to suck it out. This is the second night in a row that she's been like this. It's a little after 10 tonight, so it's not that late. Last night she started at about 2:30 in the morning. She was fine all day. Dude is playing. She was fine all day, went to bed like normal, and then I finally got Ashton to sleep and I went to sleep. And next thing I know, I'm woken up to her like rolling and tossing around and screaming. So I woke up and she's like just flailing around kind of as if she, like my first thought was that she was having trouble breathing. But then she let out like a huge burp and I thought that, I was like, well maybe it was just some indigestion. But then she started like kind of breathing really fast as if she was like gonna throw up. So I thought she was about to throw up in the bed. And so I texted Christopher, who was downstairs on the game, and told him to come upstairs. So he came upstairs and I'm still kind of out of it from being woken up, so I'm not fully like there, and I'm trying to explain to him like something's wrong with her, like I think she might need to throw up, take her to the bathroom or something. But then she just started going back to like acting like it was her having trouble breathing. Like I guess her nose is really stopped up, however you want to say it. And I told him to get her something to drink, so he brought her something to drink, which she never drank any of it. And she just kept crying. And he brought me the Tylenol because that's the only kids medicine that we really have. Because we pretty much never get sick, so we barely have any medicine in the house usually. I'm always pregnant or breastfeeding, so I don't really take medicine. Even when I'm not pregnant or breastfeeding, I still don't really take medicine. And like London's so young, there's not very many medicines that she's allowed to take, so we just don't really have that much medicine in our house. So I gave her Tylenol last night, and she eventually calmed down and went back to sleep and slept fine the rest of the night. And she was fine all day today. She acted completely normal well, I can't really say that, okay. She acted normal today, like playing, doing that kind of stuff. She wasn't like fussy or anything or tired, but she didn't really eat today. For breakfast she had a yogurt pouch, and I made her some oatmeal, and she never even touched the oatmeal. She only ate the yogurt pouch. And then she had like some bites of candy because we're working on potty training, and so like I would offer her candy, and don't you start. And most of the time she would only take like a bite out of the candy, and then she would try and give it to Cleo, so she barely even ate the candy. And then before dinner she had an applesauce pouch, and for dinner I made pancakes and bacon and sausage, and she didn't touch any of it. And then we got out of the bath, and when I was putting her pajamas on, I checked her temperature, which it was 99.9, so kind of high, but not really. Like, it depends on who you would ask if that's considered a fever or not. So I gave her some Tylenol when we came into bed, just in case. So I still don't know exactly what it is. I'm assuming it's her not being able to breathe out of her nose, and she doesn't really know how to react to that. Christopher is actually just coming down from a cold because it's November, it's the season change. We get sick at this exact time every year. Literally every year without fail, we get sick in November. And we all live together, so it's inevitable that if one of us is sick, we're pretty much all gonna end up sick. I woke up today with a bit of a sore throat. Christopher's at work tonight, so I'm by myself. He just looks so tired. Doo-doo's on the TV. Doo-doo's on. I'm ready to go back to bed. And we'll have to try and get you some medicine tomorrow. It's just harder and harder. Every time I have to put her back to sleep, she fights it even more. Christopher is at least free to take whatever medicine he wants. We just had to go pick him up some the other night. On Halloween night we did. Can you say goodnight?
Doo-doo.
You're watching Doo-doo. Can you say night-night?
Horsey?
Yeah, horse. Can you say night-night?
Daddy?
Some of this. Alright, so I got some different soups. I got these for me. I had one the other day. I'm pretty sure they don't have dairy, but then I got these for London. Rice because we were out and I needed to make Christopher's meal prep lunches. More of my circus peanuts. And then over here I got this vapor inhaler, some cough drops for my sore throat. This is for London, daytime, nighttime. It's all natural, so I'm pretty sure she's allowed to have this. It doesn't have like any of the bad cough medicine stuff that young kids aren't supposed to have. And then I got a vapor rub for us and then one for London. And then Gatorades, because London needs to be hydrated, and then Christopher takes them to work too. What does homeopathic mean?
What?
What does homeopathic mean?
Homeopathogen, it means this. Yeah, hiccups. Hip-ups. Hip-ups. I got the hip-ups. Tomorrow, you're gonna be a foreskin, so you ain't gonna have to use your tools anymore. So, you take Chris, then put it in the... You don't gotta be scared, it's just poop. Remember when I was a kid, the grape was horrendous, the cherry was horrendous. I only like taking medicine that was bubblegum.
Any of the thin ones are bad. We gotta put this on your chest.
No, it's anything.
It's the creamy ones that were the best.
Anything but bubblegum.
No, the creamy ones were the best.
No, all of them were terrible.
Like when you got that orange bottle and it was orange flavored and it was the creamy stuff that you kept in the fridge, that was my favorite medicine. But London just pooped all over herself and the couch. Because she's apparently just terrified to poop on the potty, and she keeps freaking out saying that she's pooping and then pooping all over herself instead of just sitting on the potty when she has to go. She's doing really good about peeing on the potty. She goes and pees on the potty by herself now, and her nose keeps bleeding. I'm assuming it's either cold, dry air from the weather change or it's from congestion. Both of those things can cause bloody noses, so eat your cookies. Eat your cookie. She's just been sitting on the couch with me watching Mickey Mouse. She was snacking on some pretzels. She's been napping on the couch for the past, like, hour-ish, maybe 2. She's feeling really warm again, so I might try and take her temperature. Hello. She pooped again. Don't touch anything. Dude. It's okay. You're okay. It's okay. Just don't move. Well, London has a temperature of 102.5. I knew she felt warm, but I didn't expect it to be that high. I'm about to give her some Tylenol here in a second. I just gave her some more Gatorade. She pooped on my floor some more.
Potty?
So I guess her stomach is being affected.
Potty?
You have to go pee on the potty.
Finish.
On the plus side, she didn't pee on the couch the whole time she was napping without any clothes on. So, I mean, that's good, I guess. Okay.
Medicine? Medicine!
Here you go. Hello?
Hi, is this Sandra?
Yes, this is she.
This is the nurse calling you back from the pediatrician's office.
Yeah, I know I just called to ask about the medicine, but then, like, right after that, I took her temperature
Medicine?
and got 102.5, and at first I didn't, like, think that much of it, but whenever I searched it, Google was telling me that it was pretty high, so I wasn't sure if that warranted a doctor's call or not.
I mean, she does have a fever, but we're just going to continue to have you monitor her. Since you did give her Tylenol, that should start to come down on its own. Is she acting fine otherwise?
She wasn't, but she is now.
Okay. How did you take her temperature?
It was rectally.
Okay. Any other symptoms? Does she have any nasal congestion, a cough?
She has a cough and a runny nose and congestion, and her nose has been bleeding for the past 2 days. Like, for the past 2 nights, she keeps waking up in the middle of the night like she can't really breathe, and just like, I guess, typical cold type symptoms. She seems to be pooping more than usual because she's pooped all over my house today.
Okay. And that can just be from whatever virus she has going on. So was today the first time you took her temperature?
I took her temperature last night before bed, and it was 99.9.
And then is she still urinating at least once every 8 hours?
Yeah, she's been drinking and peeing fine. She just hasn't really been eating.
Okay, and that's okay. We just want to make sure that she's staying hydrated, so keep pushing the fluids, water, juice, anything that she's going to drink, and then she needs to have at least one wet diaper every 8 hours.
Okay.
Have you had any known exposure to anybody that's been positive for COVID?
No.
I mean, it's kind of up to you. It's fine just to kind of keep monitoring her at home. And she doesn't produce a diaper for you, then that would be a trip to the ER. Or any increased work of breathing where you see her like breathing very fast.
The blackbird inside your chest that calls on you to cry. You decided it was time for him to fly out of the darkness and into the light, higher and higher out of sight. The whisper inside your heart tells you let go. Time to leave the past, you did what you knew. Slow down and rest.
Hello you guys, I just wanted to pop in here and update. You were sleeping. You were sleeping. I'm not allowed to talk. Go back to sleep. Nice one. Anyways, I wanted to update you guys on how we've all been feeling. I believe I filmed this video on Monday. It is now Friday. So you guys saw what happened Monday. Tuesday was pretty much the same. London had a fever, like off and on. Ashlyn seemed fine. I pretty much just had a sore throat and like a somewhat stuffy nose. Wednesday I was like down for the count. I was nauseous, I was weak, I had body aches, chills, headache, sore throat, stuffy nose, congestion, like I was exhausted. It was rough. Yeah, I felt horrible on Wednesday.
Nothing.
And then that night, Wednesday night, me and London both had a fever that day. Ashlyn didn't really get a fever, but she had a higher temperature. And then that night, Ashlyn went around 8-ish hours without peeing at all, which that's not necessarily good. It can be a sign of dehydration. And then both of them got a low body temperature. Ashlyn's was like right on the cusp of the low average side. London was like a degree off of the average like lowest temperature. And they both were like cold to the touch and having cold sweats and stuff. And I was pretty worried that night. Okay, I was pretty worried that night and honestly almost wanted to make Christopher come home to take them to the hospital, but we felt better. I felt pretty good yesterday, just still congested and coughing now. And London was fine. She was off the walls on Wednesday. Wednesday she was like playing. She like destroyed my house. She pulled everything out Wednesday. You're okay, because I swear this kid likes to take advantage. She wants more Gatorade. Anyways, I swear this kid likes to take advantage of me whenever I'm weak. Anytime I'm on the couch with Ashlyn like this, trying to get her to nap, or when Ashlyn's sleeping and I'm sitting on the couch with her, London takes that time to get into everything that she can, and when I tell her no and to stop, she doesn't listen. And I can't get up and get her out of stuff because that will wake Ashlyn up. Same thing on Wednesday. I could barely move. I could barely get up off the couch. I couldn't really stand. I was so weak and shaky and nauseous. All I wanted to do was lay on the couch. And London took advantage of that and completely destroyed my house. So she felt fine. Like, she was playing, she was drinking, she was peeing fine. She was still not eating as much, but for the most part, she was fine. She just had the fever. And then today, I don't know what it was. I just kind of got it stuck in my head that I thought maybe Ashlyn's soft spot was sunken in. And I just kept thinking about all of the random things that were happening over the days. She's had a diaper rash for like 2 weeks. That's just gotten worse and worse, even though I'm doing everything I'm supposed to at home. Last week the doctor said it was fine, and then it just didn't go away, didn't get any better, got worse. So between like the high temperature, the low temperature, the diaper rash, her soft spot, the not peeing, all that stuff together, I just kept getting more and more worried, and my mom gut was just telling me that I should get them checked out. So this morning I decided I was going to call the doctor's office and see if they had any openings to get us in last minute.
So I called today at about 12 and thankfully they had something at 1:15. So I went to the appointment at 1:15. I got stuck waiting an hour before I even got to see the doctor. So that kind of sucked, but that was fine. She finally came in, told her everything. She checked Ashlyn out, and Ashlyn actually does have a ear infection in her right ear? Yeah, I think it's her right ear. I don't know. I'm trying to picture how she was laying on the exam table whenever the doctor told me. So I want to say it's her right ear that she has the ear infection in. So she has an ear infection. They prescribed antibiotics for that. So she has to take twice a day for 10 days. But she said within 48 hours she should be feeling a lot better and be back to herself. Because she has been really fussy and wanting to sleep a lot and just irritable and stuff. And she checked out the diaper rash, prescribed a different ointment because I did have a prescription ointment called nystatin here that I had been using that's meant to treat yeast rashes in babies, and it wasn't even working. I was using regular at home stuff like Desitin and also the nystatin, and none of it worked. Good job. And I just, today before I went to the doctor's office, I ordered some pink salve off of Amazon because I've heard good things about it and I've never tried it. So I got that, but the doctor prescribed me something else. It's called like Lomatrin or something like that. It's a different prescription diaper cream that I picked up today. I picked up both prescriptions today. So hopefully we can get this diaper rash gone and she can start feeling better on these antibiotics. I feel much better today, just like you can hear I sound like nasally, I guess, but for the most part I feel fine. London's been fine. The doctor checked her ears today. They were great, looked perfect. So we're doing good now. Just Ashlyn has that ear infection. So I'm glad I did listen to my mom gut and ended up taking them into the doctor's office. So yeah, that is how everyone's feeling. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Leave a like and a comment below. Subscribe to the channel before you go if you have not already. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All the scars start to heal when I'm with you, and I can't explain how I feel when I'm with you. Just give a little bit of your heart, give a little bit of your heart to me.